Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have announced their complete exit from ECOWAS, the regional bloc that has shaped the West African sub-region and the Sahel for nearly 50 years.
People are asking, what does this mean for security, for the economy, for regional cooperation?
Exactly. This is a big move with far-reaching implications.
So, at the moment, the hitherto 15-member regional bloc is now a body of 12 members.
Question of withdrawal is a sovereign decision. This is the region, the only region on the continent, where with a simple ID card, you can move from one end to another end.
So, why did they leave? What does this mean for the region? And most importantly, how will this affect Nigeria? Welcome to the Genesis. Now, to understand their decision, we need to go back in time. These three countries have experienced multiple military coups since 2020. In response, ECOWAS imposed sanctions, calling for a return to democratic rule. However, the juntas remained adamant, accusing ECOWAS of serving foreign interests rather than upholding the principles of the bloc's founding fathers. As a result, they formed a new alliance, the Alliance of Sahel States. By leaving ECOWAS, they have sent a strong message. They no longer trust the bloc to act in their best interest. But leaving comes with consequences.
When you leave ECOWAS, you become far removed from continental arrangements, far removed from digital arrangements. So even other countries that are looking to benefit from the continuing integration of markets, you have the West African Health Organization, WAHO. WAHO is based in Burkina Faso. It means ultimately, if they insist beyond that 6-month period, it means you have to do away with WAHO. WAHO has to relocate from Ouagadougou, from Burkina Faso, where it employs a lot of people.
So, what does this mean for Nigeria? Nigeria exports fuel, food, and manufactured products, among others, to these countries. And with their exit, trade could slow down. Despite this development, ECOWAS leadership has decided to maintain the status quo, allowing the free movement of goods and citizens to continue enjoying previous privileges.
Yes, they will still continue to enjoy. After all, African Continental Free Trade Area is more or less it's a free trade area, which means there's not going to be any import duty among member states. So,
the Sahel is also widely considered one of the epicenters of terrorism and violent extremism. With these countries stepping away from ECOWAS and by extension the security framework of West Africa, Nigeria could face increased risk along its northern borders. Counter-terrorism efforts might become more complicated for Nigeria and other member states.
You need cooperation, cross-border collaboration in order to effectively counter, terrorism. So with this departure, there is the absolute need for arrangements to be made in such a way that the two parts of the original ECOWAS collaborate in order to confront, this existential threat, facing the entire region.
Now, let's not ignore the bigger picture. These countries are moving closer to Russia while distancing themselves from traditional West African powers like Nigeria. This shift could weaken ECOWAS as a regional force and may encourage other countries to reconsider their membership. So, what is next? Is ECOWAS still negotiating their return?
In the next 6 months, there's because there's a clear possibility that they are not likely to rejoin ECOWAS. What do you think gives these countries the boldness? What gives them that confidence to want to do away with ECOWAS, from your point of view?
Yeah, look, from my, point of view, I think the three countries, I think they have gone a bit too far. in the decision that they have taken. ECOWAS is still, extending the olive branch, to them. We are not seeing reciprocity from their side. So there is intransigence on their part that they are leaving. But one thing about ECOWAS is that there are fundamental principles of ECOWAS that I don't think the majority of the countries will, compromise on. And that is the strategic choice of the region for leaders to be chosen through the ballot box.
Well,
and I think this
one thing is clear. West Africa's balance of power is shifting, and analysts believe Nigeria must navigate this carefully. That's the genesis of the story. Stay tuned for more breakdowns. Please don't forget to like, share, and follow for more insights. See you next time.